What does this mean? What do we mean when we say that books can work as mirrors and windows for our lives? And why is this important at all? Why do we need to read books that are mirrors and windows? Books that are mirrors reflect our own experiences back to us. This means when we read a book, it can relate to us as the characters and the events because they are similar to our own. And this is important because we need to know that we are not alone. We need to learn about our place in the world, and we need to see that our lives matter. Our lives are important, and our experiences matter. Books that are windows give us an opportunity to learn about the world around us, opportunities to see places that are not our own, that we need to see how others live, thrive, and survive in the world. This is important so we can develop empathy. Empathy is when we can understand where others are coming from so we can treat them with respect. We need to understand different ways of life and cultures. How do you know if a book is a window or a mirror? First, you need to ask yourself a few questions. Who is the protagonist? In what ways are they similar to me? In what ways are they different? And what about the setting of the book? This means where it takes place. In what ways is it similar to my home? In what ways is it different? And then lastly, what about the conflict? Is it something I've experienced? Is it something that's very, very different? Where do you find information on the book? You can search the website Goodreads. You can look at the link Destiny on Canvas. You can look at the book cover, or you could ask me or the librarian. So here's an example with myself. My name is Mary Harden. I'm 31 years old, and I'm a white woman originally from northern Wisconsin. I'm a wife, I'm a teacher, I'm a lover of the arts, literature, animals, even if they don't like me like in this picture. So a book that's a mirror is a book called Dairy Queen. It's about a girl named DJ who lives in northern Wisconsin on a family farm, a lot like how I grew up. And she ends up earning a spot on the small football team, and even though I didn't play football, I can relate to living in a farm in northern Wisconsin. Another book called Americana is a window because it is about a young woman from Nigeria who immigrates, and I don't understand the experience. I've never experienced, and this was a book that gave me a window into someone else's life. Whereas a book called Jane Eyre, even though it's a classic, it's about a white teacher who's trying to gain her own destiny. And I found this really relatable because I too had to learn how to grow up and be my own person, and also the struggles of being a teacher. And finally, a book that's a window for me is called Luna, about a young woman whose sibling is transgender, and her sibling feels trapped and is trying to become their true self, a girl named Luna. This book is a window because not only do I have no siblings, but I also am not transgender, so therefore I get to learn about the experience through the experiences of Luna in this book. But overall, don't stress out. You can be creative. There are a lot of ways the books can be windows or mirrors. You really just have to think about what's similar and what's different. What can you learn about other things? What can you learn about your own or others people's race, culture, ethnicity? What can you learn about someone else's or your own gender identity, gender expression, or sexual orientation? What can you learn about your own or someone else's hometown interests or passions? You could also learn about your own or someone else's religion, their experiences, or even their goals. Or more. So here are the next steps. First, you need to pick out a book using the Getting Started model in Canvas. Take the book survey in order to register your book choice with me. Begin reading. Each week there will be a discussion question, and about halfway through your book and at the end of the book, complete the reading responses. Make sure to check Canvas for more details. You can find your books at any of the libraries, including the school libraries. So happy reading!